Hi everyone, this is Teacher Noy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you about the physical appearance of my reading corner. I am also going to rearrange my reading materials applying the reading program of our school. We are using the life cycle of the flowers. There are 4 stages. We have seed, bud, sprout, and flower. The first one is here. What are the materials under this stage or area that we can look for? Under this stage, the seed, learners are able to identify or recognize about the learning alphabet 1, both sound and name. And learners also are able to read about the syllables. Next, for the bud, what are the materials that we are going to put under this area? Learners can now read about the syllables and words. Then for the sprout, learners can now read about the words, phrases, and sentences fluently. Lastly, for the flower, learners can now read and comprehend about words, phrases, sentences, and reading stories fluently. Now I'm going to show you how I am going to rearrange about my reading materials in my reading corner inside my classroom. And I'm going to tour you around what are the materials under the 4 stages of our reading program. We are using about the life cycle of the flower. And I know you can gain lots of learning for today's video. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon for more updates about my work-related vlog in Jill Vlog. If you are going to rearrange, make sure that you really familiarize the seed. Under this one, letter, syllables, and words, because there are learners who are fast learners. We have already knowledge about letters and syllables in kindergarten, so our learners are now ready to read syllables and words. So under this one, here are the reading materials that I have put in this area. I have target words for grade 3. If you are grade 1 teacher, grade 2 teacher, make sure to find words that are suitable to your learners. So I'm handling grade 3. Year 2019, I bought these Dutch sight words. Then I to the furniture shop to provide a frame for the durability of this tarpaulin where words can be found. I got 2. This is really interesting and fun. Learners will just sit here and they are going to read words. Some of these trays are donated by the parents during the semestral project. In 1 year, we have 2 PTA proposal projects. So first, from June to October, that is first semester, we have project. And I always make sure that that project will be realized before the end of first semester. It's about how you motivate your parents, and it's about how you tear things to the parents, telling them in a simplest way where they can understand well. That is my first constructed reading hat. Then after 2 years of my service in this institution, I added another corner because there are reading materials that I have printed and laminated also. So we had made also the two reading materials shelves. This is the first one that we acquired, then the second one. Under this bud, learners can read words and phrases. So materials under this one are the laminated words and phrases. And some of the phrases I arrange it or put it in the trays. So here are the trays, colorful trays. Make sure to buy different sizes of trays and also several colors, knowing that learners are being attracted of different colors. Remember that one as a teacher. Variation of colors really helped learning of the students. Aside from shelves, I also propose a project about the mini fence. And this mini fence is useful because I design it according to what I want to achieve. I just open it, then I put also the tray before making it. Then make sure that the tray will fit in this area here, in this open area. For the general cleaning for today, this will be included. Also, I will be wiping it using the clean cloth. I divided this area, the additional reading corner of my classroom, the two stages or two life cycles of the flower, the sprout. Learners here can now read words, phrases, and sentences fluently. So what are the materials that I'm going to put or arrange in this area? It's not yet arranged, but I will just show you how I'm going to do it. So words, I have here books also, and some laminated reading materials. There are short stories here I included, and also there are tar papel. These printed materials that I made are all customized and downloaded in the Google and even on Facebook. And these reading materials are part of my lessons in different subjects. So, and every time that I'm going to conduct or begin my lesson in every chapter, like for example in science, so I'll be using this tar papel. I binded it using the glue. So, and every time I'm doing my lesson, I will just get lesson here being binded, then after that I returned it here. So I use, what do you call this one? I use this hook, and I also use this paper clip to clip everything for the easy life. So this time I will be reconstructing these reading materials. I will be rearranging these reading materials, transfer everything to the other area that are not belong in this area. These are all my storybooks that I bought in the G Mall in Davao City, and some of these reading storybooks were given by our division C. I am very much proud about in our school because we have published about our newspaper entitled The Red Tinge. Red tinge, it's all about the history of our barangay, Barangay Bubuna. Long before this barangay is being known about the war, the bloody barangay in our municipality. But from time to time, people change, everything had changed. So people now are being binded of love. I will just put this one in the tray because learners will just pick some of these reading materials or reading stories here, and they will just return it according to the color of the tray where they get about the materials. So make sure also when you conducted the reading intervention or reading assessment of your learners, make sure to introduce also the rules about your reading corner, because that is one thing that teachers feel about, sometimes stress, pressure in returning the reading materials. So if you are going to orient your learners, nothing is impossible. They will really follow for it. So I am going to combine or classify my reading materials. This tray I will be putting all the phrases, and the other tray I will be putting all the sentences, laminated reading materials. My learners are really giving me a hard time or a hard job about finding the different reading materials were lost about the tray. So one thing that my students really love me about is my understanding. I have really given broad understanding to my learners whenever they are doing their reading here in the reading hub. I will just let my learners to read where they are comfortable in different areas, and I will not reprimand them whether if they can return the reading materials to the right way. If not, I will be the one to return them, because that is my job, to help the students to learn, not to reprimand them. Because if you're going to reprimand, the response of your learners is not good. The weak response will really bounce back to you. Remember that one. My students, if you see what I'm doing today, you know my face is really oily. There are lots of sweat being dropped on my face. So this is how tiresome to rearrange the materials. So please follow also the classroom rules whenever you're going to enter in this reading corner. Make always your reading functional, sustain also the cleanliness, and also provide a wonderful place. And also ask your parents to do school visitation in every month to help you in cleaning everything inside your reading corner. always believe that there is no man in an island. We need to help each other for the progress, a better progress of the learning of the learners in the learning community. Inside of this reading corner, I am applying all the materials can be found in seed area, bud area, sprout area, because I do believe that if the learners belong to the flower stage, learners can now read and comprehend words, phrases, sentences, and stories fluently. This wall I need to repaint because I removed the shelves that I blocked on this area. I transferred the shelves outside of my additional reading space, a reading area. And I will be putting also my bed here because there are learners who really love to read books while they are on bed. And some learners, if they are not feeling well, they usually sleep here in this area. It's very nice, it's very cool to stay in this area. And I really love a dim light. So I didn't put light in the center of this area. I just put a roof using the cloth color yellow to reflect also the light here. It's just a little amount. Okay, all of my reading materials are all laminated. These materials really give me some stressful days. Printing this one, cutting the materials, adjusting the space for the laminating stage, and of course it's really expensive materials, but the durability of these materials will really last long. So don't worry if you can't make it, because this reading corner is being preserved for almost 8 years. Remember that one. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years is not enough for doing this beautiful, simple, attractive, and learnable reading corner. Make sure to tap other stakeholders to support you financially, physically, morally, because encouragement helps you to think and create wonderful ideas. I am really thankful to one of the alumni, Marvin Aquino, for helping me waxing the floor, sweeping all the dirt inside this classroom, and helping also, and even arranging the materials. And at the same time, he took me a video and everything. He really helped me for today's vlog. He is my photographer and videographer. Thank you so much, Marvin. I know you will be in high school soon, you will remember this vlog, that you're part of it. Look at how Marvin scrubbed the floor. And this daily routine is I'm also doing the moment that all of the students are going home. I also perform this kind of thing, but I make sure that nobody sees me doing this one. It's not about embarrassing, but thinking that I'm professional. So this thing should be done by the learners and also the parents. I already set up my cat bed inside my reading hub. This cat bed is donated by one of my kindest friends living in the United States of America, Mary Jean Lorias Brazil, who married to Philip Brazil. Thank you so much for the donation. So I know you will be watching this video. You are part of the creation of this beautiful reading corner. Thank you so much for donating your extra money. It made me happy. It made also my learners happy. You know, I always spent my vacant time in this area. So I really love in this area because I really feel that I am relaxed, and every time that I'm doing my sleep here and also counting my money in this area, because this is exclusive. Though there is no door, but then it really makes me comfortable. Below there are reading materials also. Reading stories can be seen on the trays, and that shelves, there are also reading materials. All my reading materials are laminated to preserve. Some of the heroes here, national heroes, were framed. And under this, there are shelves. These shelves are not removable. It's steady. And here also, there are shelves. I have lots of reading books donated by the province of Davao Oriental during the time of, if you can remember, the Typhoon Pablo hit in our municipality of Baganga. That was the time that there were lots of books donated by Corazon Nunez Malanyaon and Nelson Boy Dayang Hirang. I am almost done for my setup, but the life cycle of the flower not yet installed. I'm still finding a perfect place for it. I'm still looking for some of the reading materials that I really need to classify. And this area is my remedial session, where learners are going to match the syllables both in English and Filipino to form a word. And there are also learners who are not good yet in naming and sounding the learning alphabet 1. So it will really help for the learners. And some of my reading stories, the big books, I just put it on the top of the shelves. So these bookshelves were constructed based on my creative idea. This is customized. It has a dual purpose. Aside from there are partitions, and the top also is useful for putting the materials. Here I put my tar papel materials. These are all based on my daily lesson that I'm going to conduct, and every day that I'm doing my discussion. And every time that that topic is relatable or similar to this reading material, I will just pull it out, then use it as my visual material, my visual aid. Parents here are so generous. They are a good giver, provider of support, provider and supporter of the learning of their children. Oftentimes I was mocked, or shall we say bashed, some of the parents who are not attending about the PTA, Parents Teachers Association meeting. Those were the parents who didn't understand of the agenda being discussed because their presence were not that time. So how could they will understand the matters being discussed? So if you are going to, or if you will be bashed of parents, just apply a good approach. Be professional. You can call their attention and discuss the things to them in order for them also to understand what are the projects that you have presented during the time that they're not inside or they're not attending the meeting. By that, you can help them understand how important to treasure the education of their children, because it's not easy. As a classroom teacher, you have to provide everything as long as for the welfare, as long as for the betterment of your learners, because we are the surrogate parent of hundreds, of tens, or hundreds of learners that we're handling in every day. Nababash nga yung parent lang sa kanyang sariling anak. Tayo pa kaya ng mga teachers ang hindi mabash ng mga parents o ibang mga tao in the community. As long as we are not harming them, as long as we are doing good for the learners, for the education of the learners, then that's fine. Don't feel that you are being bashed or you are being humiliated. As long as you are doing good, you're not doing bad things to them. Don't care, and it doesn't matter how they will dodge you down. Make sure that you will perform in accordance to the code of ethics and act as a human being. Above all, make God as the center of your life. Never hate your learners. Never hate people in the community, because if they will see that you are doing good, hundreds of blessings will be folded, will be given, will be poured on you. Remember that one. That is my secret. And I always give a good education to the parents before the learners, because parents must be the one to be educated by the teacher. And if I have lapses, I ask sorry. I ask forgiveness. I call a short conference and do a heart-to-heart communication, because that is part of my job. Look at this area, how messy because of my vlog for today. So some of these waste materials will be put inside my trash. There. Look at the scrubber and soft broom. I'm so tired for today's video, but I am very much happy that I can share another way to rearrange your reading corner to my fellow teachers in different schools, in different districts in the entire Philippines, and also the teachers outside the world. You can also watch this video. I am a vlogger here in municipality of Baganga, Davao Oriental, Mindanao. Once again, this is Teacher Noy, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tap the bell icon for more updates. Thank you so much for viewing and sharing my vlog. If you have some questions, just drop on the comment section, and I am willing and ready to entertain. And if you have some suggestions also that will really help me in my journey, please drop also your comments. Thank you so much.